I can't believe I'm even saying this, but happy October! For last 90 days, the fourth quarter, whatever it is you want to call it, we are here. We have made it to October and the last 3 months of the year. And with that comes a refreshed set of goals and potentially some new goals if you are like me and participating in something that resembles the last 90 days challenge. The last 90 days challenge is something you may recall that was big when the Hollises were big. Rachel Hollis and Dave Hollis, who have fallen from glory, but I still like the last 90 days challenge enough to keep it going and make it my own. Basically, the concept of last 90 days is instead of kind of letting all of our goals, all of our plans, all of our momentum kind of fall and fade away as we go into the holiday season, we instead do the exact opposite and work really hard to hustle a little bit harder and actually keep that momentum going and even build more momentum to get into the new year, reaching our goals, making things happen, and achieving what it is we want to achieve instead of letting things kind of fall off. So that concept of last 90 days is something that, even though I don't follow the Hollises anymore and I don't even know really what they're doing anymore, it is a concept that I really love and still hang on to. So today I'm going to tell you, before we get into like my October reset and my October goals, I thought it would be fair to start October, to start Vlogtober with last 90 days and Q4 goals. If this is your first time visiting my channel, hello, I'm so glad you're here. My name is Brianna. I am the diva behind Diva and the Divide and your healthy homemaker, and I'm so excited to share, oh my gosh, it's October and I'm feeling jazzed and I'm feeling excited and I'm feeling motivated, and I'm a little bit scared because when I start to feel this way, I also tend to let myself down, and I'm determined to not let that happen this quarter. And it's gonna be big in some sense. It's not gonna be big in a sense of like I have big, audacious, crazy goals. It's nothing like that. I just want to prove to myself that I can do the goals that I set out for myself. And if I can do that, that in and of itself is going to be huge. So, welcome. I'm glad you're all here. Let's talk about last 90 days. So in Rachel and Dave Hollis time, last 90 days was a time where like they set up goals for you, and it was like wake up an hour earlier every day and use that time for yourself, give up a food group or type of food or something you know you shouldn't be eating, move your body every single day, practice gratitude, and a fifth thing that I can't remember. It may or may not be drink a gallon of water, but I can't remember. So they had these 5 guidelines for you set up, and I'm kind of sort of not really doing those. I've taken those things and kind of thrown them away, and like I'm using them as inspiration for some of my goals for last 90 days, but I'm not going to use their specific framework. The whole concept for me and for my community of last 90 days is we're setting out some goals to go a little bit harder, do a little bit more, and prove to ourselves that we can achieve the things we set out to do right through the holiday season and into the new year. So let's talk about it. I think it's super relevant to start with my Q4 refreshed goals. If you can't tell what this is a little wildcard page out of the Powersheets planner by Cultivate What Matters, which is what I use as my goal setting planner. And while the Powersheets that have these written in it are sitting over there on my desk, I grabbed the little page. I like to make these little pages as well because I post them on my desk where I can always see them. Just today, I actually sat and I was like, all right, it's time to plot goals. Let's really reflect and figure out what it is we need out of this last quarter. And I've personally been in a very much a time of reflection, trying to figure out what I need this last quarter to be, what I need my goals to be, because quite frankly, like I've been ebbing and flowing through like doing things and not doing things. I've been really bad at follow through. And the reality is I'm trying to figure out exactly what it is I need to set myself up for success, you know? And part of it is to be done with my own crap and actually follow through on the things I'm saying I want to follow through on. But the other part is, if there's something that I'm deliberately not doing, there's a reason I'm not doing it. And so I needed time to sit and reflect and figure out why Why is X, Y, and Z goal so hard for me to accomplish right now? And is that actually the goal that I need to be focusing on? Is that something that's actually a goal I should be doing? Or do I just need to let that go? And so I did a lot of self-reflection, and here's what I came up with for my goals for Q4, my refreshed goals. Some of them are relevant. I tried to stay with the themes of the different goals, the different colors, but it's not always the case. But here are the official Q4 goals. First, they want you to pick a word for the quarter, and I picked 2 words, and those words were gentle, discipline. And the reason I picked gentle discipline is because I absolutely 100% need both elements of those words to be incorporated into my Q4. I need the discipline, I need the follow through, I need the consistency, and I need to be dedicated to doing those things. But I also understand that I'm in a phase in my life right now where I burn out easy. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just my energy loss since I had COVID back in May. I don't know if that energy loss actually has nothing to do with COVID and it's more a progression of my disease, and this is just my new energy level now. But I've noticed that I really need to start giving myself a lot more grace when it comes to energy balance and figuring out that that balance of go hard but also rest hard. And Q4 is going to be a period of time, I don't actually have this written down, but one of the things I want to figure out is that new balance. How can I hustle but also not kill myself while I'm doing it? How can I make sure I have the balance to rest and rejuvenate and not burn out and not like actually work so hard that my nerves hurt? Because that's one of the things that happens to me is when I work too hard, I'm in a lot more pain from my disease than when I'm more even keeled and a little bit less active. So I need to find that balance. And so discipline is important, but being gentle with myself is also important. So I've put those 2 things together because I think that there can be a really happy marriage there with gentle discipline. So that is my theme, my overall focus for last 90 days. But now let's dive into the actual goals. For my health goal, here's what I wrote down. My overall health goal for the year is focusing on my fat loss phase. My goal, basics done with consistency. And my Q3 goals were also consistency, and I kind of ebbed and flowed with that as well. But I have a plan now. We know what works, and I just need to buckle down and do it. And I feel like if I really buckle down and have the discipline to do it, I can see some major progress in Q4, really, truly. So my goal, the basics done with consistency. You have a plan that will work as long as you execute. So that is my health goal, is just focus on doing what you know works. You know what to do, just do it. Goal number 2 is my home goal, create a life-giving home. And my goal is a home overhaul, purge, organize, plan, restructure, and prep for construction. For the last quarter, essentially the last quarter, we ebbed and flowed as to whether or not we were actually going to be moving across the country. So my home goal, like I didn't really have a home goal, create a life-giving home, do what I can. Like I was in this weird place of limbo, and now ultimately we have decided that we are going to stay. And so now that we know that this is going to be our house for a while yet, couple years probably, I can dive head first into new home projects, reorganizing things, restructuring things. And we are actually planning on, if all goes according to plan, this isn't set in stone or anything, but what we're working towards is finishing our basement. So we're going to be undergoing a major construction project in the new year. And so getting everything prepared for that, because not only will there be a major construction project, our gym is going to be eliminated for a little while, but it opens an opportunity for me to restructure a lot of things, especially in this upstairs thing, because all of the loft stuff will end up going down in our new basement, and the loft is going to open up to be a new space for me. So there's a whole lot of reorganization, restructuring, all of that can happen. And it's like where the homemaker in me is ready to thrive and be like, yes, let's create this amazing thing in this home and see what we can actually do with it. So that's going to be great. And along with that, I'm also way into like purge and get rid of and minimalize right now. I ebb and flow with wanting to acquire and wanting to get rid of. And I'm very much in a season of wanting to clean out and get rid of. So all of the home goals are going to be really focused on that. For my marriage goal, I just wrote down the same thing. Quality time, fun, flirt. We're in a really good place right now. We're having fun. We're making very intentional choices with the time we spend with each other for the most part. And I want to keep that intentionality present as we go forward. All right, so this goal is the goal where like it kind of changes everything. It kind of changes everything. The light green goal that was previously button train Gracie. Gracie knows how to use her buttons. We haven't decided if we want to keep giving her new buttons or if we're happy with the buttons she has. But like, that's done. We did that. We achieved that goal. So I changed the light green goal, which you can't really see, but we changed the light green goal to, or I did. I really wanted to do something that involved like basically just like this mass no spend. With this big construction project coming, it's going to be a lot of money. A lot of money. I've also just been kind of fed up with my own spending habits lately. So what I decided to call it was 3 months of Thrifty. And what does that mean? It means that like I'm putting on my frugal homemaker hat, right? Like I want to be really, really, I want to be very, very tight with the purse strings. And I'm going to actually make a whole separate video of what kind of things I'm going to be giving up because of that. And so here's what it is and here's what it's not. It is me not buying the groceries we need, not buying quality groceries. If I run out of a specific makeup product, like for example, I just went and spent almost $100 on a new powder and new liquid foundation because I was genuinely running out of foundations and needed new product. Like it's nothing like that. I'm not going to not buy things that I need, especially if it's something that I use. But I am going to stop mindlessly purchasing things like entire collections of Harry Potter makeup or new dip powders. Lord knows I don't need any more dip powders and I've purchased twice in the last month. Lots of snack food. I tend to be like, oh look, granola bars are on sale. Let's buy 12. You know, maybe not 12, but like 4. And we end up with a lot of food downstairs in our pantry or in our freezer that we don't necessarily need. So I really want to like use everything up and then only buy specifically what we need, one dessert at a time, or make the desserts, or whatever the case may be. You get what I'm saying? I'm all in all going to be a lot more thrifty these 3 months. And I really truly have already started. I can't tell you the amount of things I put back. I went to Costco the other day. I put back the advent calendar that I had in my cart the entire time. It was an $18 Lindt chocolate advent calendar. And by the time I finished my shopping, I was like, you know what? This does not align with my goal for wanting to be frugal. I don't know if I want this advent calendar yet because we're probably traveling to Florida. Do I really want to bring this thing across the country? It's rather large. Like, it's not time. Let me put it back. And I put the thing back and left Costco only with stuff that was on my list. And then like the day before that, I went to Target and only bought things that were on the list. No extras whatsoever. And so I'm really focused on that this quarter. 3 months of thrifty. My personal branding goal is actually put more effort into my appearance most days. It literally says more days than not. That's what it says. Put effort into appearance more days than not. I have been really lazy with that, and it's something that I've been meaning to do a lot, and I just haven't been doing. And so today, like yesterday, I actually blow dried my hair. I have a haircut coming at the end of this week, and then I have makeup on and everything, and I was like, I feel good. I feel myself. And like I realized as I've been doing a lot of self-reflection, I used to do this a lot more. I used to do this a lot more just on the off chance I run into somebody I know in public, or because I pick up the camera and vlog randomly. I've gotten too confident and I am happy to vlog with my hair in a messy bun and looking like a hot mess, or happy to live stream looking like a hot mess. And I was like, you know what? I need to start giving a little bit more to my appearance. I need to do it for me. It's not even like a vain thing. It's a self-confidence thing. And like, I feel better and I do better when I know I look cute. You know what I mean? Like I got that little extra something something. And not to mention my husband who works across the hall. Like I walked in to his office because I'll pop in occasionally just like give him a kiss when he's not on a call or something. And like he notices, and like he doesn't care that like if I don't wear makeup for 3 weeks in a row, he doesn't care, but he appreciates, like he'll look at me a little different. He goes, oh, you're put together. You know, and it's a little bit more flirty. It's a little bit more fun. It's a little bit, and I was like, you know, I used to do this all the time. Why do I not do this? So it's just one of those things, like my personal branding thing. I want to feel and appear more put together. So I need to start putting in a little bit more effort in my hair, a little bit more effort in my makeup on a more frequent basis than once a week or whenever I'm filming. You know what I mean? My YouTube goal for Q4 is Vlogtobermas. What does that mean? It means Vlogtober and Vlogmas. So those are going to be my focuses. And it's once again not going to be a vlog every single day in those months, but a video for every single day in those months. So October 1st, hi, welcome to Vlogtober. By the way, it is Vlogtober 2022 currently, and this is video 1. And my goal for this month is to prove to myself, that's it, to prove to myself that I can upload a video every single day. That's it. It's not, I'm sorry to make it not about you, but it's not about you, my friend. It's about me and proving to myself that I can do this. So I want to do Vlogtober and I want to do Vlogmas. And I don't know how Vlogmas is going to happen yet exactly, but I'm determined to try and figure it out. I really don't know how it's going to happen, but we'll see. We'll figure it out as we go. Not a problem. So that's my only YouTube goal. Vlogtobermas is just make it happen. And then my reading goal is actually pretty lofty and a little bit daring, but I'm really excited about it, and it is to read 10 books. 10 books in Q4. The reality is I have not been reading as much as I would like, but also I have been scrolling a lot more than I would like. So actually a couple days ago I deleted TikTok, and I'm becoming much less engaged by Instagram and Facebook. And so I'm actually starting to only go on there when I need to. When I need to post, when I need to ask questions, when I need to do stories, or when I need to interact with my Facebook group or my group coaching group. So I'm a lot less interested. I find myself opening Instagram and looking at it for a minute and being like, meh. And then I'll close it. And so I was like, okay, this is step 1 to Brianna getting her social media addiction under control. Step 2 is to replace the habit with something else. And so I have a pile of books that I'm actually going to film a video on about what I want to read in this quarter. But as I was pulling out the books, I got really excited. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to sit down and just read them all now. And twice, just today, while I was on the floor playing with Gracie, instead of mindlessly scrolling my phone, I grabbed the current fiction book I was reading, and I got through 2 chapters while I was waiting for her to eat her food, but she needed me to be on the floor. And so I was like, okay, I'm building the momentum for this habit that I want to have. So my goal, the lofty goal, but the goal nonetheless is to read 10 books. And then my final goal, which kind of also changes everything a little bit, and this is for my original annual goal of have my biggest income year for YouTube or for Diva and the Divine. And my goal, you ready, is to throw the metrics out the window. Right now, it's about you. And about you, I mean about me. And so basically what that means is like I'm on a solid trajectory for it, I believe. I haven't checked in like 6 weeks or so, but reality is always having my mind focused on the income side of it and the metric side of it is making things a lot less fun for me. And right now I need this to be fun. I need to be encouraged to do this. So selfishly, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna not worry about that right now. And Q4 is not about that goal. It's not about the income goal at all. You know what? And if that costs me the annual goal, it costs me the annual goal. I don't care, because what I'm focused on right now is rekindling something that's much more important than the income level of this. It is the joy in the content creation that I'm going for right now. So there's that. So those are my Q4 goals. And now let's talk briefly about last 90 days. So even though I am not doing the 5 habits that the Hollises had us do, I am still wanting to track some specific habits to see just how many checks I can do over the next 90 days. And so what I have here, I actually did write down wake up early, but I'm trying to decide, I haven't made a final decision between is it wake up early or wake up 8 hours after I go to bed. Because again, with the energy balance, I'm really struggling with energy levels. So it would be not fair to myself to be like, I'm gonna wake up at 6 o'clock every morning if I'm going to bed at 11:30, you know, and just cheating myself of that sleep. But I still wanna make sure I'm getting up early. So I think it's gonna be if you go to bed at 10, you get up at 6. If you go to bed at 10:30, you get up at 6:30. So it's gonna be 8 hours in bed, because that's important. I haven't, as Vlogtober progresses, I'll update you on which one I actually choose. Right, so on my tracker, I have written down wake up early, but I don't know if that's actually going to be the thing yet. Track my food, again with the goal, just back to basics. Whether I'm on a diet break or not, track my food. Drink a gallon of water. I've not been good. I've been getting probably an average of about 80 ounces. I'm upping it to a gallon just to see just to see if that helps anything, and just to make sure I'm overly hydrated, all of that jazz. So a gallon of water every day. I wrote down read 1 page, which of course if I read only 1 page, I'm not gonna get through 10 books in a quarter. But if I read 1 page, odds are I will read more than 1, right? Just start. And so the goal, even if I only find time for that day to read 1 page, that's fine. 9 times out of 10, putting forth the effort to read the 1 page will actually result in me reading for a while. Stretching is on there. I'm not good at it and I need to get better at it. I'm also considering picking up like chair yoga or something for my fitness that is a little bit different. I haven't quite decided what I want to do with fitness right now, but we'll see. And the last thing on my daily checklist is to publish a video. If I got a video out, I will publish it. And I just realized that that's only gonna work for the months of October and December, but that's okay. For now, that's a priority, so that's what I'm going to use it as. So those are my goals for last 90 days and Q4. I am really excited, a little nervous, wondering how I'm gonna do it all, but also actually relatively calm about the fact that I wanna do it all, which I guess is the very definition of the gentle discipline, which is my focus for the quarter. I'm really excited to take you guys along the journey, especially in October, and then you'll see more in December with Vlogtober and Vlogmas and everything in between. So now I wanna hear from you. Let me know what some of your Q4, last 90 days, anything like that goals are in the comments below. If you like goals videos, give this video a thumbs up as it does help me out. And if you want to join the Diva and the Divine community, go ahead and click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload something new. I'm so excited about Q4, new goals planners that are coming out, planning goals for 2023. It's all happening. Now is the time. And I'm so excited, and I'm really excited to take you guys with me. So until next time, my friends, take care, be well, and I will talk to you soon.